how to control the mesh manually. Based on the same problem, I make the first mesh with a size of 20 millimeters and just 80% surface based mesh. I get this mesh that's visibly too large. I have now the possibility to control this mesh with this mesh control. You have different mesh controls. You see number on edge, size on edge, chortle tolerance, biasing, size on face, and fillets and so on. I base with this. I want on this edge as an example 10 elements. Okay, I have to update the mesh, and you see he made on this side more elements, less on this side, so I can take influence on that. I do another mesh control as an example, chortle tolerance, and this chortle tolerance should be on this polygon face. He has to approximate the circle on 1/1000th of a millimeter. I have to update, and he made some finer mesh, not really good visible, but he did it, and that's the type like it's working out. I can go and do another mesh control as an example on this edge. I want just a size of 2 millimeters. Update, and he's making much finer mesh, not at all usable in this area. So I go to make another mesh control on a fillet. I have a fillet down here, and I can say along axis by size and by angle. I want on 90 degrees, just 5 elements, and the minimum size of the element can be 0, 1. Update, and you see he made this area much finer element, and it has influence all around here. So that's our possibilities to control the mesh manually. Just go and play around with these types. It's just one interesting thing on this. I make a bias 10 elements. Okay, and you see he makes a lot smaller elements here and not here, so it's not the direction like I want. I go back on this mesh controls. I can change it here, and I change the direction. And now it's more in the style. That's good for this, a large element up here, because the stresses are not changing on the small element down here. So that's all. Just play around with this mesh controls. I think you will find yourself how it works. That's all for mesh controls.